Yeah, that was not hard for me.
Numbers can tell a powerful story. Like 1946, the year Alpha Insurance was founded, or the more than 1 million policies currently in force. Backed up by superior service from a local agent right in your community. For 65 years, we've been right there with you. We're looking forward to the next 65.
For a plan built just for you, contact Talisa Scheichel in Holly Pond.
Smith Lake RV Resort, where you escape the stress. Make it your year-round residential, weekend, or vacation getaway. See nice lakeside lots with scenic natural beauty and terrific amenities. Enjoy an on-site swimming pool, a bath and wash house, boat slips for your boat, special events and shows. Smith Lake RV Resort offers water frontages on majestic Smith Lake. Smith Lake RV Resort at Crane Hill. In for the first TD. On the next, the 2012 football season is underway here in Cullman County. Last night, the West Point Warriors paid a visit to the Good Hope Raiders in a jamboree game, which of course got underway without much fanfare. Both teams were jittery, and their play was spotty, much to the chagrin of the two coaches. In fact, one coach will end up getting a penalty for kind of mouthing off a little bit over a call. But other than that, the two teams were between the 20s mostly. However, Good Hope did manage to get the ball down on a fumble very close to the end zone and then move the ball in for a 6-0 lead. Extra point was good, and that bounced them up to a very, very nice lead early on in the late first quarter, I believe. And then as the second quarter got underway, it was West Point's turn. And they capitalized on some errors by the Good Hope Raiders, moved the ball in, scored, but the extra point at that point was no good. Now, Monday evening, we'll have a report from this game and review some other games as well for you. So we'll have all the final scores of those jamboree games that being played last night and will be played on this Friday evening. So, the 2012 football season underway, lots of excitement, and we'll have a lot more for you on Inside Cullman County Football with interviews from the coaches, which all begins this coming Monday. Hope that you'll join us. The program will broadcast at 7 p.m. each evening, Monday through Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, and 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. We'll have the Saturday football scoreboard. Join us, won't you?
Get acquainted with Affordable Automotive in Welty. Affordable Automotive offers a full complement of service features for your car, truck, van, SUV, and other vehicles. Affordable Automotive also features a full line of famous Bridgestone tires. Stop in and check out the quality of famous Firestone and Peerless tires. Get a size and style that you need. Affordable Automotive offers towing service 24/7. Simply call 739-2290. Affordable Automotive, conveniently located in the heart of Welty.
Hi, I'm Leah Patterson-Lust, your probate judge, and I'm seeking re-election in the November general election. The office of probate judge is vital. It serves in many capacities. I'm proud to lead a highly skilled, dedicated, efficient, and experienced office here to serve you in our county. We function as a team. I humbly request your vote, confidence, and support in the general election this November. Vote Leah Patterson Lust, probate judge.
The Reverend and Terry Blankenship officiate Interment and Welcome Cemetery in Baileyton. Coleman Heritage is directing. Mr. Bailey passed away on Sunday. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. tonight at the funeral home. No funeral services are planned for Mary Jane Gilley, 67 of Coleman. Karen Coleman Heritage is notifying. Ms. Gilley passed away Saturday. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. or was 6 to 8 p.m. last night at the funeral home. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. It is Tuesday, the 28th day of August. This is Election Day.
That's right.
If you live in a municipality.
That's right.
It's an election day, like a city or
Right.
a town, I
Right.
guess.
Maybe.
Anybody that has a mayor and a city council in Coleman County will be voting today.
Yep.
And I don't know exactly when the polls are open, usually 7 till 7.
Yeah,
So
I would think. Yeah.
I don't know on a municipal election if that's any different or not. In the city of Coleman, there is a race for mayor, but city council and school board, everybody's unopposed.
Unopposed.
But a lot of the other communities have quite a few people running.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you live in one of those areas, get out and vote today.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's check the weather. Should be a good day to go voting today. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's the weather almanac for the 28th of August. Average high temperature 91, the average low 64, the record high 101 in 1954. 1 year later, we had the record low, 54 degrees. Sunset this evening at 7:18, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:19. Let's look at our satellite pictures where you can see, have we gotten up to hurricane yet, or are we still tropical storm? Anyway, this is Isaac. Still a tropical storm, and it is headed toward New Orleans. Looks like it's going to bypass the Florida Panhandle, the Gulf Shores, although there's still a hurricane warning for Mobile County and Baldwin County. But boy, that has to bring back memories to people in New Orleans, Louisiana, Mississippi. Wow.
Yes. And the bad thing about this is they said that this is going to hover and it's going to leave a lot of rain. And it doesn't take much to flood New Orleans because it's below sea level. So if it hovers and it sticks around for a day or two or whatever with what predicted maybe up to 20 inches of rain, that will be devastating for them. It really will. So not so much the winds this time as it is the rain that they're really worried about.
That's supposed to hit there tomorrow, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. There's the other satellite pictures. There's the one over the southeast. You can see, excuse me, it looks like the storm is kind of breaking up a little bit, but there's still hurricane warnings. And like you say, a lot of rain, maybe more so than wind damage.
Right.
Here's the forecast for today in Coleman County. Partly cloudy and breezy this morning, becoming cloudy this afternoon. It's kind of overcast right now. 40% chance of rain today, high around 85. For tonight, cloudy, 30% chance of rain, low near 70. Cloudy again tomorrow, 50% chance of rain, with a high around 86. Thursday, 85. Friday, 86. Saturday, 86. Sunday, 88. So our mild temperatures continue, but don't be surprised if we get some rain.
Yeah. Now, I hope it doesn't start raining till about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
2 o'clock.
It can rain after 2 because, of course, today is our big kickoff lunch.
Yes.
And I was going to show you my T-shirt. We are celebrating the 125th anniversary. How about this?
Okay, you figured out
I
how to do that.
You got this on TV right there? I'll just talk to the wall. That's okay for today. But anyway, we are celebrating the 125th anniversary of United Way Worldwide. And it's the 33rd anniversary of the local Coleman United Way. But we're going to be doing a big celebration, and it's our kickoff for our campaign. And I have over 200 people that have registered to attend the luncheon.
Okay.
It's going to be held at Coleman Regional Medical Center and in the Colonel Coleman Room. And I wanted to say thank you to Elaine Perkins, who I work with at Coleman Regional Medical Center. She is very good. She is their community education coordinator, I think, and so she's in charge if you have events and so forth. And I've worked with her several years now, and she is just so accommodating, so helpful. I really do appreciate the fact that she does such a great job. Any little thing I had some things with computers and things like that. Oh, she's Johnny on the spot, and if she couldn't answer it, she brought me to her IT people. So it's just been wonderful. I mean, I just can't thank them enough, and they do, because we're a nonprofit, let us use the room. That's kind of an in-kind donation that they do, so we really do appreciate that. And but it's going to be a big celebration today. Steve Marshall is from Marshall County. He's the DA over there. He's going to be our guest speaker because he is the campaign chairperson for Marshall County, for the United Way of Marshall County. And he's been on their board, and so he is very dedicated to United Way. So anyway, so I'm excited about it. I hope everything goes well, but I really don't want it to rain till after everybody gets to leave and go home or go back to work or wherever they have to go. So hopefully it'll hold out till then. But
well, there's somebody else that doesn't want rain on Labor Day weekend,
that's right,
especially after last year. And that's the folks at Crane Hill for Sweet Tater Festival.
That's
Sunday
right.
and Monday.
That's right. And I think the rain will be gone by then, don't you? I think
so.
That'll be a good thing. And so on Sunday from 1 until 4, you can go by there. And on Monday, it's open from 8 a.m. until 4. Admission is just $3. This is a fundraiser for them because it helps to support their Dowling Memorial Park. And if you're a vendor and you want to participate and you haven't signed up yet, please do so. You can give them a call at 256-531. Is that 1 or 7?
531.
Okay, 7916. Anyway, so give Tony a call. He'll be glad to work that out with you. But this is a great opportunity to go and have some fun. They have great entertainment all day long. And I did speak to Sandra Watts yesterday from Harmony 4. She had come by the office. And so she said, yes, they're putting her with the big dogs. This is the great entertainment on Monday. So, but she and her Harmony 4 do a great, marvelous job of a cappella singing. But they have all kinds of James Taylor's going to be there. And then, of course, Willie Nelson. Well, at least Wayne Abbott's going to pretend he's Willie Nelson. And Tracy Hyde's going to pretend she's Patsy Cline. And Terry Padgett's going to pretend that he is Elvis Presley. So this should be a great event. They also, I think, are going to have the Little Miss Sweet Tater on Saturday. And one of the neat things is if you participate, when you go in, you get a ticket, and they're going to do a drawing every hour for a $25 gift card from JetPep or a $50 Walmart gift card. So that is fantastic. So every hour somebody is going to get something, if you just stick around. So that's a fantastic, and it's over in the Crane Hill area.
And everybody gets a free hot dog.
That's right. The first 2,500 people get a free hot dog. We're going to be in line, aren't we?
That's right.
The first thing on Friday. But anyway, so Sweet Tater Festival, I think they will have wonderful, really good weather, hopefully.
Well, let's see. We ought to have a Facebook friend of the day for today.
We should.
Let's see who our friend is.
And that's Tina Jovena. Jovena, am I saying that right? Is that how
I
you
don't know,
pronounce
Tina.
that? I don't either, but I'm glad she's our Facebook friend of the day. And she likes casting crowns and Kate plus 8. Okie dokie. So I'm glad she's our Facebook friend of the day. And if you want to be our Facebook friend of the day, just go to Channel 2 Coleman and spell out the number 2, and you can just like us on Facebook.
And we have two of our friends right here in the studio.
Yes, we do. We do. We have Mr. Randall Shedd from the Commission on Aging. He is here to give us an update on what's happening there. There's always something going on for the seniors. I think it's fantastic. And also, I think we have visited with Jake Ledbetter, before, but I don't know. I think it's been a while. It's been a while. And Jake has just recently returned from Korea. How interesting is that? I think he did some studies over there. And also he's going to be traveling tomorrow. I won't even tell you where. I'll let him tell you where, because it's a very interesting place as well to go study. So anyway, we're going to be visiting with Jake Ledbetter and, of course, Randall Shedd.
And George Spear is here with news and commentary. That follows this.
Cheyenne, Cheyenne, where will you be camping tonight? Lonely man, Cheyenne, will your heart stay free and light? Dream, Cheyenne, of a girl you may never love. Move along, Cheyenne, like the restless clouds up above.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Time for news and comment this morning. Of course, we're live streaming, channel2coleman.com. And also, we always encourage you there to give us a call if you have a thought of you, something going on, what we're talking about, or even anything else happening in this great state of ours. There's a phone number. Well, the polls will be open. Dennis was talking about the polls being open, and there are 9 of 11 towns in Coleman County holding elections. How about them apples, huh? 9 out of 11. Open from 7 this morning till 7 this evening. And only, Coleman and Hanceville will be the only 2 towns that have more than 1 polling place available. So you know by now where they are in the city of Coleman if you're interested in voting, and we certainly hope that you are. I guess in some places, I was just trying to think in some municipalities if there would be just city councilman maybe that you're voting on. I don't know, because I don't think all mayoral incumbents, not all, I don't think are being contested. In good hope, the mayor is unopposed, so there'll be council members, I guess. And it's also, is this the wet dry, or is that November, isn't it?
It's today. Da-da-da. Hey, how about them apples? And I haven't seen, and we were talking about this the other day, I don't think I've seen any science pro or con down in Good Hope, which to me seems, I really haven't been down in Good Hope, so I don't know for sure. But this seems unusual given the controversy over that issue of alcohol. So 9 out of 11 are doing it. Hey, congratulations to Huntsville. They've got a new industrial development coming, Kennedy Galvanizing Incorporated, bringing up to about 30 jobs to their industrial park down in Huntsville. It's out of Morris, Alabama, and maybe 30 jobs coming down there. Congratulations to those people in making that happen. And this past weekend, the folks, I guess, in Huntsville also celebrated the opening of their new fire station, a 3-bay operation, which is, I guess, according to what the story says this morning in the Coleman Times, Huntsville is the busiest of all the small towns in Coleman County when it comes to responding to fires. I was going through a community, Lacey Springs, I guess it is, north of us here, and they had a no-burn order in effect. It's been on the outside of fire station for weeks, and I'm thinking, boy, it was raining the day I went through there. I thought, I guess they can do that because conditions are still dry, but it seems like when the ground's soaking wet, as it has been often this past couple of months, that they'd lift that, but I guess maybe not. Governor Robert Bentley yesterday amended his orders regarding the hurricane and evacuation of parts of Baldwin and Mobile counties. In Baldwin County, the Zone 1 evacuation order remains mandatory, but it has changed in other areas. Meanwhile, New Orleans officials announced that they've decided not to call for mandatory evacuations. Doesn't that take your breath? Doesn't it? Mayor Mitch Landrieu, I guess is his name, said that a mandatory evacuation would not be ordered unless the storm was expected to become a Category 3 hurricane. Of course, the only one dismayed by this is George Bush, who will be blamed nonetheless.
Right.
Yeah. In Leroy, Alabama. I don't know, I've never heard of Leroy.
Just below Jackson.
Just below Jackson. So you're going back to Jackson, are you, Ted? like Johnny Cash and June Carter. Anyway, Leroy, Alabama, they got a farmer down there trying to get all his cotton picked before the stuff hits. He had 250 acres left. He was rushing to get that done. And I guess that would be a big issue if you had a lot of cotton. I don't know, you don't see that much cotton in Coleman County. I can recall that when I was a kid, and to this very day, near West Point, along a roadway, used to be a big cotton patch, right? And to this very day, when I walk past there, I can still smell DDT, I swear. DDT was one of those things that, hey, it took care of the bugs all right, and anything else that happened to be on 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 legs, or whatever, I guess. Decatur General Hospital and Parkway Medical Center are going to become part of the Huntsville hospital system beginning the 1st of September. Cue the theme to Jaws, boom, 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 and the hits just keep on coming. I guess you have to do something whenever the laws change, and heaven help us with Obamacare, what's going to happen whenever that thing, if and when it takes effect. LSU apparently is the clear favorite this coming season, which is probably the best news for Alabama, because whenever you're listed as number 2, doesn't that make you work harder? I think last game is a good example of that. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Alabama was the expected runner-up with the second most number of votes, I guess, as to who's going to be where. Don't forget this Saturday, because who would know? I mean, who would forget this? Where did we say it was going to be on ABC television?
ABC 7 o'clock.
At 7 p.m. Saturday on ABC is Alabama. And for Auburn fans, sometimes I forget. ESPN for Auburn and Clemson. So, and I don't know, you know, with the change up in channels with Charter, you're just going to have to find it, I guess. Maybe we'll have that information coming for you on Friday's show for those of you who are interested. SEC fans are going to be seeing more video board replays at football stadiums this season. How about that, huh? Talk about inciting a riot. Including controversial calls while they're under review. They're going to be showing the fans what you see at home whenever you're watching a replay, apparently. That'll be interesting to watch and see, talk about boos or yays or whatever. Nonetheless, schools are no longer limited in the use of replays except when a stoppage occurs for an official review, they say. It's a bit confusing. For many people, the warm weather means more bugs, and we've been talking about that this summer, this past fall. The warm weather has caused a lot of problems when it comes to bugs and insects and all. And, you know, something I've noticed, and this is really strange, I don't know, I try to go when the weather's permitting. I will go walking every day. I walk along Highway 157. For the past 2 days, when I have gotten home, I have found seed ticks on my legs. Seed ticks, and I've not gotten into any grass, you know. And it makes me wonder if they're so small, you know, any of you, and I never knew what a seed tick was till I got out in the woods in Georgia a couple of years ago. But a seed tick is no bigger than, say, the head of a ballpoint pen. And those rascals, and all I can figure is that it's that time whenever they're growing, whenever they're multiplying, and these big trucks that come by probably pick them up and blast them and they wind up on you. That's all I can figure. So, anyway, they're saying that more than 6,000 poisonous snake bites occur each year in the United States. Yeah, in Georgia, 379 snake bites. Isn't that amazing? My brother, when I go to visit him in Caledonia, Mississippi, which is north of Columbus, it seems like if we have something bad in Coleman, it's always 10 times worse down there. You know, snake bites when it comes to recluse spiders. There's a lady, he said, I'm waiting for the DVD to show up, George, and I'll share it with you. This woman down there, now, it almost reminds you of the Bayou, okay, when it comes to, you know, these home remedy cures, you know, and things. Marie Laveau, remember that song? This woman has found a way to take a 9-volt battery, and once a recluse bites you, now this is my brother's story, she takes that 9-volt battery and does something with it, and it negates, supposedly, the venom. In fact, everyone in this, they do have a big problem down in this neck of the woods down there in Mississippi, and they say it works. Film at 11 on that one, I guess, whenever we see it. The world's oldest living person celebrated her 116th birthday. This lady out of Monroe, Georgia. And what did she say? What did she say made the difference in living longer? She says she told the Guinness Book of World Records that the secret to her longevity was not eating junk food, and I mind my own business. Which means I'm out of luck. All right, stay tuned. More today on 2 after these words.
There's something about the moment when you first walk into that new home. It took a lot to get there, but Eva Bank made it easy to get the loan you needed. Eva Bank, as a part of the community, makes lending decisions right here where you live. Our lenders make the process quick and easy with rates you'll love. Visit your neighbors at Eva Bank today and let them help you with your new home loan, manufactured home, refinance, or remodel. Eva Bank, part of the community we call home.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Who is the tall, dark stranger there? Maverick is the name. Riding the trail to who knows where. Luck is his companion. Gambling is his game. Smooth as a handle on a gun. Maverick is the name. Wild as the wind in Oregon, blowing up a canyon, easier to tame.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Our first guest today is Jake Ledbetter. Jake has become a world traveler. Good to have you on the program, Jake.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Give us a little background. You're in college?
Right. I'm a sophomore at UAB this year. So I started at UAB last August in the economics program and also the global and community leadership. So through that global community leadership honors program, I've been able to take advantage of some of the different study abroad opportunities that are offered through UAB and then through other providers as well.
So why Korea? Why would you choose Korea?
Well, it's kind of a long story as to how I got there, but basically I decided that this past summer I really wanted to travel a little bit and kind of further my economics study on a more global basis. So I looked around for places where I could study and get a scholarship to do it. And I ended up with a list of 13 programs and thought that South Korea was the most interesting. So ended up going there.
Well, not too many people choose that as a destination.
Right.
So well, how's the countryside? What's it look like?
Well, the countryside is nothing like the countryside here. They told me when I went there that we would be staying in a small city in the countryside. When we got there, it was 700,000 people.
Wow.
So in the countryside, you may be staying in an apartment that's 20 stories tall.
But you stayed with a host family, right?
Right. It was definitely an interesting experience. So the point of the program was to go and learn about the country and then also learn the language. So with our host family, we were only allowed to speak Korean. And I went there, and on the first day, they picked me up on the side of the road at the school, and I had 10 flashcards in my hand, and those were the only 10 phrases I knew in Korean.
Oh my goodness. So how many flashcards can you say now?
Oh gosh, way more than 10, fortunately.
Mm-hmm. So it really does force you to try to learn the language when you have no, because they don't speak English, or do they?
Well, one of my, my host sister did speak English, but everybody else in the family only knew Korean. Mm-hmm. So when I needed to, I could get her to translate for us, which was really good.
Was it frustrating at times?
It definitely was. I cannot count the number of hours that I spent chasing buses around because I wasn't sure what it said on the side of them, but every frustration was a new experience and a new opportunity to learn about the country. So.
And how about the food? That's our next question. We got to have food, and we got to be able to speak to each other.
Right. Well, I was not a huge fan of the food.
Uh-oh. So you've lost weight. I mean, you're a thin guy, but you look to me like you've lost a little weight.
Well, I definitely was on a mostly rice diet for the past 2 months. Mm-hmm. Some of the food that we had was definitely interesting. They had they had rice at every meal, of course, and then fish was big. We had a lot of fish. One of the meals that I really loved was the lettuce wraps. So they had lettuce, and then they had some beef, and then it was kind of like Tabasco sauce and rice. So that was really good.
Kind of like P.F. Chang's does?
Yeah, it was exactly like P.F. Chang's.
Gotcha, okay.
But some of the food that I did not like, we stayed at a hotel one morning, and we woke up to breakfast, and I took the lid off the bowl that I had, thinking that it was going to be cereal or maybe oatmeal. Well, I open it up, and there is some broth with a fish head looking at me.
Oh, great way to start the day.
That morning,
of champions.
Exactly. I think that morning I went to the convenience store and got some Oreos, and that was my breakfast.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
What did you learn about economics in South Korea?
Well, in my program, I'm really interested in energy and energy policy, so I really wanted to look at how Korea's energy policy works. So I ended up going to a renewable energy park while I was there. I was able to visit a hydroelectric power station and then also learn from a couple of the people there about how the Korean Power Utilities Company worked, and then about different ways that they're working to decrease their consumption and then increase their production, because right now they have a huge disparity between how much they want to use and how much they're actually able to produce. So that was the main thing that I was able to study while I was there.
What do they use for fuel for the power plants?
Well, they have a lot of hydroelectric. Okay. They've built a, how big is it? Maybe 20 miles seawall. It's the biggest seawall in the world, and what they're able to do with that is they can open the gates when the tides come in or out, and they can use that tidal energy to generate electricity. So that's a main way. And then, of course, they also have coal and nuclear are big as well.
So you actually took classes. So because of the classes, you were able to go to some of these places?
Right. I took 35 hours every week of Korean classes. But then, in addition to that, we were given a tutor. And our tutor was really like a mentor. We were able to go with our tutor to different places that we were interested in. Mm-hmm. So it was really great because he was able to introduce me to a lot of different things
were
that I wouldn't have been able to do.
Were those other students, that were with you before in that other picture?
Right.
Okay.
So every weekend we took a trip with the group. Okay. There were 32 American students who came over. So right here is where we went to a temple. It was in the middle of the woods, and they made us wake up at 3:50 in the morning to do morning meditation and go on a hike with them.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of crazy.
Now, why all the orange outfits? Is that kind of what all the monks wear? Or?
The monks wore something different, but whenever you stay overnight at that temple, they make all the visitors wear that.
They want to be able to identify you then, apparently.
Right,
huh?
right.
And what are they doing here in this picture?
So right here, we were able to ring in the afternoon meditation. So that's the temple on the left side of the screen. And then they have this huge bell on the right that they use a big hammer to sound every morning and then every evening as well.
Was that your wake-up call, that bell?
It was. It was.
Yeah, so that was enough to wake you up. Oh, okay, now you look like you're having lots of fun here.
Yes, this is my class. We were able to do a tea ceremony, a green tea ceremony, and dress up in the traditional Korean clothes. So that was probably one of the most fun activities that we did.
Now, it looks to me you're on the right if you're facing the camera.
Yes.
What do you have on your head? Is that your hair spiked out, or do you have a hat?
No, that's a hat. I can't even describe what it would look like. I've never seen it before. It has like 6 spikes along the top, and it's kind of going in a bunch of different directions.
We'd have some punk rockers over here that would love that hat, wouldn't they?
Do a little bit of spray paint on it.
They'd think that was so cool. Okay, so who is this gentleman?
This is my peer tutor, Che Woo. He was able to introduce me to a lot of the different things, like the Renewable Energy Park and some other different things that we were both interested in.
Mm-hmm. And about how old is he? He looks pretty young.
He was a year older than I am, so he's 21.
Okay, alrighty.
And these are my 2 host parents from the trip. This is the day that we left.
And do they have children?
Yes. Okay. So there they are right there.
Okay, very good.
There's my host sister, the second from the left.
Okay.
And then my host brother is the one in the front, the little one. And then my aunt on the far right.
Okay.
And this is from my friend Chris over on the far left. He and I went to a music performance. It was a traditional Korean performance called kayagum is the instrument that they used. And it's kind of like a harp that you lay across your lap, and then they pluck it.
Kind of like a dulcimer? Does that sound like a dulcimer in a way?
Could be.
Yeah, okay. All right. So you had a good time then?
Yes, it was a great summer. Lots of good memories.
Now, you are gearing up to go, actually you leave tomorrow, don't you?
Right. I've got a lot to do today because my plane leaves tomorrow for Dubai. I'll be studying there at the American University in Dubai for the next 4 months.
So you don't get to come home for 4 months, is that correct?
Right. I'll be back, 2 or 3 days before Christmas. So.
Now, that is in Saudi Arabia, correct?
Right next to Saudi Arabia. Okay. It's in the United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
So it's like on the southeast corner of Saudi Arabia is this little country, and it's right there on the Gulf, but it's mostly desert, so.
Right. But they're supposed to be very wealthy there. Is there kind of you're either wealthy or you're very poor? Is it kind of one of those situations?
Right. They have a lot of wealthy people who have moved in from other countries, especially England. But then they bring in all of their manual laborers from the Southeast Asia area. So it's definitely a lot of wealth disparity. You're either rich or you're poor with not too many in between.
But a lot of culture there too, I would imagine, because you've got the Middle Easterner or the
Right.
whatever. You know,
Right.
you've got such a combination of people and stuff. And why did you choose that particular place?
Well, I was looking for something for this summer, and I actually got into this program as well as the Korean program. But I ended up deciding to go to Korea, and the program in Dubai, they agreed to push my application forward until the fall. So I wasn't actually originally planning to go, but I got an email back in April that offered the program for me for the fall, so I decided might as well take it while I have the chance.
Are you a little apprehensive about going to that part of the country right now when there's so much unrest going on?
Yeah, that's true. I am a little bit nervous about that, but I've heard from a lot of people, and I've been doing a lot of reading online, that it's a safe area, and it's definitely removed from a lot of the violence that's in the Middle East. So hopefully it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we want to have you back when you come back in December and tell us about that experience, because that's, especially for 4 months, you know, that's got to be a major experience. And I'm sure your parents are a little bit apprehensive about sending you, but they are
Definitely.
Yeah, probably don't have a choice, do they?
Not too much.
Okay.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Sure, and be safe.
I will do.
All right.
We have more of Today on 2 right after this.
We're entirely too lax around here. Now, in the big city jails, they give sobriety tests.
Sobriety test?
Yeah, to find out whether or not a man is sober. And I think we ought to do it here, too.
Well, Barney, I believe a sobriety test is given to a prisoner when you first bring him in. Now, you ought to have done that to Otis last night.
Oh, Andy, you know we couldn't have given a sobriety test to Otis last night.
Well, why not?
He was too drunk.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith, with Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knotts.
Ride of your life. You'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it, and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama. It's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from 2 big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
Voting has gone through a lot of changes in America since the days of the early West. Because they were short of pencils and paper at that time, they used various things as ballots. Feathers, beans. In one section of Arizona, they used bullets. If it was loaded, it was a vote for one candidate. And if it was empty, it was a vote for another. If a fellow wasn't careful, his whole campaign could blow up right in his face. Dick Powell. Zane Grey Theater.
Once again, welcome back to Today on 2. It's time to give away our prizes, and on Tuesday we have lunch for 2 at Chick-fil-A on Cherokee Avenue. And we also have 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the prizes we have for today. We're going to ask you a question about one of our ads. So let's look at our advertisers right now. Starting with Mr. Hicks Menswear. Business men's suits and sport coats come in regular, big, and tall sizes. Also, you'll find casual shirts in sizes all the way up to 5X.
Uniform place for summer style, comfort, and color. I tell you, this is a great place to go if you want a uniform. She has such a wide selection. She also features the cargo pant, which is constructed for comfort.
Tires for less. More than just tires. They can repair your air conditioning. They do oil changes, minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. That's Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
And the crew that stands behind you when you need them the most. We're talking about Earl's Body Shop. They do such a great job. They also have a 24-hour wrecker service available, large and small towing, local and long distance, at Earl's Body Shop right there on Highway 31 North.
Tutor Doctor. They offer personalized one-on-one tutoring in your home, your hours. They have experienced, qualified local tutors, and they can tutor any subject at any age.
Save as much as 50% now on the new Coleman Hydro Tire. And of course, this is the Hydro Master featured at People's Tires Brake and Alignment Center.
Fest Hall is open, or will be open, at 8 o'clock this morning until 3 this afternoon. They're open every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Fest Hall, the corner of Arnold Street and First Avenue.
And Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Used books are half price every day. New books are just 20% off every day. And at Deb's Bookstore is located at 207 3rd Street, also Highway 278.
Mr. Plummer, Coleman's only professional full-service plumbing, sewer, and drain company. Mr. Plummer offers commercial, residential service, and remodeling service. Call Mr. Plummer. There we go with the merchant ads for today, or some of the ads. Question today is about Deb's Bookstore. According to the ad, what is the directions to get to Deb's Bookstore?
Whoa.
Being kind of tricky today.
Yeah.
What does it tell you? How to get to Deb's Bookstore? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have 2 cupcakes from Frostings as a prize and lunch for 2 from Chick-fil-A. What does it say on the ad on how to get to Deb's Bookstore? We have a caller. Hello, who's calling?
Geraldine.
Geraldine, from where are you calling?
Holly Pond.
From Holly Pond. Okay, how do you get to Deb's Bookstore?
They're next door to Channel 2.
Next door to what?
To y'all.
Oh.
Well, what does it say on the ad? It says just... Can you tell us what's in the ad? Think about it and call us back. We have another caller.
Good morning, caller. Hello, to whom am I speaking?
Ann.
Okay, Ann. What's the little slogan that we use to describe where Deb's Bookstore is located?
Just down the street.
Okay, that's close
Just
enough.
down the road.
Just down the road.
It used to be a street there.
That's right. That's
straight, I guess.
That's good.
right.
That's good.
Stay on the line, please. Just down the road, or from here, just down the street.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. And we start with Dairy Queen, where you can pick any 3 items, pay just $4.44. And at Dairy Queen, let's see, what would they specialize today? The 12-ounce shake is $1.89 right now at Dairy Queen.
High Tide Sports Grill, located Highway 31, right next to Burgess Body Shop, and they feature on the weekend Thursday night, bike night, Friday night, shrimp night, Saturday night, barbecue baby back ribs with live music.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for 3 generations. They are independent insurance agents. As a matter of fact, they have been recognized as one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners insurance.
Shimmer and Glow Tanning Boutique, Monday through Friday. They're open from 8 until 8, and on Saturday from 8 until 4. Beginning, intermediate, and advanced tanning is available. They have child care that's provided, and lotions, swimwear, handbags, and much more for sale.
Open the door to history and fine prints. Renard's Gallery and Gifts, an art gallery, a gift store, a jewelry store, framing store. Boy, they do it all. Located on First Avenue Southeast.
And you're in good hands with Sorelli at Doug Doggett Jewelers. This is an antique-inspired jewelry that's really hot right now. All the ladies are wearing it. And Doug Doggett has a great selection located right there at Compass Way in Southwest Coleman.
Have problems? Need to talk? Want privacy? Call Dr. Howard Rogers. Help is a phone call away. Dr. Howard Rogers at the Baldwin Counseling Center, 256-737-3087.
Fitness opportunities await you at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. They have a variety of aerobic and cycling classes, indoor leisure pool, a whirlpool spa, and day passes are available.
Mullins Body Shop is at Phelan on Highway 31 South. 52 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. Of course, you can still count on them today. That's Mullins Body Shop. There we go with our merchant ads for today. Now it's time to check our birthdays. Let's see who celebrates on the 28th of August.
Well, it looks like we've got several people. Corliss Heiss is going to have a birthday along with Cole Bice, Matthew Young, Margaret Brown, and Felicia Bailey. And these names we put into the hat on Friday, where they have the possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And the weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's our forecast for today. Partly cloudy, breezy this morning, becoming overcast this afternoon. A 40% chance of rain today with a high of 85. Tonight, a 30% chance of rain, low near 70. Tomorrow, 50% chance of rain with a high around 86.
The American West. Nobody captured it on film quite like John Ford. He found majesty and poetry in the customs and traditions of the West, and never more so than in his famous cavalry trilogy, which began with Fort Apache and She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. But the third film in that unplanned trilogy actually came about by chance and necessity. Rio Grande.
You're looking for the ride of your life. You'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama. It's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from two big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
We're back once again with Randall Shedd, who is the Director of Commission on Aging, which is a United Way agency, and Randall and his crew will be there today at the lunch.
Look forward to it and encourage everyone else.
That's right. Well, Randall, what's going on at Commission on Aging? There's always something, isn't there?
We always have something going. We're about to begin our busiest season, and I told someone this past week, I don't know we'll be able to tell the difference much because it's been busy. It seems like all year, but we do get a little bit of a break from time to time. But Medicare Part D open enrollment begins October 15th through December 7th, and this is a time where our staff helps seniors try to determine the best Medicare Part D prescription drug plan for the coming year, and we always encourage people to let us take a look at it. We use the Medicare website to determine the top 3 plans for them, and a lot of people take advantage of it. A lot of people come into the office to, for that, and of course we help people all throughout the year with that because a lot of people can only change during that open enrollment period, but a lot of people qualify for extra helps, which allows them to change anytime during the year. And so we encourage people to come by the office and let our staff work with them on it. Senior RX program is a program where we help people with free medicine, and that's available to anyone 55 and older throughout the year, anytime. We fill out the paperwork for people to get free medicine through the pharmaceutical companies. So we still do a lot of that, not near as much as we did before Medicare Part D came into existence.
Right. This particular program that you're talking about, I guess it depends on what their prescription is, whether the pharmaceutical company will allow it or not. I mean, so it's not all.
It does. Right? Some of it is income and asset based. And the type of medicine, who makes the medicine, and as far as the Senior RX program is concerned. So but we're able to help a lot of people, and they don't have to be just real poor, income-wise to qualify. There are a lot of companies that help people. That in one area we really are able to help folks when they're on a prescription drug plan that gets in what's known as the donut hole. They're having to pay it all, and so we're able to help some during that time too.
Is this something that most seniors that are on that need to do annually, or just when they have a change in their medications?
The Medicare Part D they need to do annually, because usually
So even though they have no change in their medications, they still should look at the plan.
The key to it is to make sure they're supposed to be notified of any changes. So if they don't have a change in their plan that concerns them as far as coverage, making sure their medicine is covered, or the price hadn't changed, or deductibles haven't changed, then they're probably okay. But they just we really encourage people to take a close look at it in open enrollment period, because changes can occur.
Right. And if they don't take advantage of that open enrollment, then are they penalized if they do it outside the box, outside that window?
Well, they're continued on the same policy they had, which means that there could be changes for the coming year that they didn't have this year. So that's the danger of it.
So they'd have to wait till next fall to change them out.
And other companies could change for the better. You know, so if they're paying a higher premium and higher deductibles than they would like, they may be better for next year coming out there with other companies that they could switch to. Right. And oftentimes, most of the time, a husband and wife will be on two different plans.
Depending on what their medicines, what prescriptions they're on and stuff.
Randall, with the changes of the health care laws that are implemented a little bit more every year, are you aware of any changes that will affect the seniors here that you help them with?
Well, we're trying to determine that. You know, I'm really concerned about down the road. You know, we're worried about Obamacare and what impact it's going to have, but I guess we could call it Paul Ryan scare that we're a little concerned about too. You know, and I don't mean to get into politics at all, but I'm concerned about the impact that future changes may have on Medicare. Medicare is so important to seniors, you know, throughout this country, and we see them every day. If it wasn't for Social Security and Medicare, there'd be people out on the streets.
Right.
You know, so it's something. But you know, it's something that we can hopefully address with Congress and make some positive but not too drastic changes. You know.
It's my understanding, though, that if we don't do anything, that Medicare will be defunct.
That's the danger too.
Because there are just so many more people going on Medicare, and it's just costing more and more. People are living longer lives, and so if we don't do anything about it, there won't be anything.
Absolutely.
So there's got to be a change, a positive change. And I know seniors are very concerned about this, but at the rate we're going now, it's not going to be good. And, well, I won't go into that because we don't want to go into politics right now. But anyway, I know you just...
Well, we just need, I think everybody, my point is we need to be aware, and everybody needs to educate themselves on just exactly what you said, what the impact Obamacare is going to have, and then what the Romney-Ryan proposals are going to be, and then become active in letting our members of Congress and our U.S. senators know what our concerns are. That I'm not trying to encourage people to vote one way or another on it. Just I think seniors need to let their voices be heard on this.
And they're a large population, so they have that ability to be heard and to make a difference.
Exactly.
And they need to be informed because their Medicare benefits are getting less, I think, and they're paying more premiums, higher premiums. Every year they're going to be paying more and more into the system. So, well, all right, then enough about that. Let's go on to fun things. You just got back from Cheyenne, Wyoming, didn't you, or just not too long ago?
Before I forget, though, let me say something about United Way. I appreciate we just got our allocation for next year at a level funding, and I appreciate United Way because we use that money to help seniors. We buy meals with that money. So I want to say a big thank you to United Way and encourage everyone to help United Way.
Right. And I've got to say, we got to thank everybody out there that does participate in payroll deductions and donations, because it really does make a difference. Because your Meals on Wheels, your food program, it really provides more than just food for these seniors, doesn't it?
It does.
It provides companionship and there's somebody checking on them every day. It makes such a big difference in their lives.
And 100% of that money is, United Way money is used to buy meals, 100% of it.
Yeah.
So on the fun things, we just got back from Cheyenne at the AARP National Spelling Bee, which is formerly known as the National Senior Spelling Bee. Our way we do that is with the help of sponsors, we take our winner of our county senior spelling bee We call it a trip of a lifetime. They go up to the airport in a limousine. They stay 2 days in a mansion, the Nagel Warren mansion there. Then go to the Little America Resort for the actual spelling bee, see all the sights in the area, and come home and rest on Sunday because
You're exhausted by that time.
That's exactly right. But what I want to encourage our seniors to do, the reason we do this is to promote brain exercise, we call it. You know, we all need to challenge ourselves physically and mentally. And certainly following the spelling bee, looking up those words. Our paper Sunday will come out and we'll have 100 words that Sue Miller, our speller, had to contend with in that spelling bee. Some of them are pretty tough, but so I encourage our seniors to take their dictionary, look those words up, and just enjoy it. You know, learn, challenge our brains, and stay active.
Brain exercises are as good for us as physical exercise is good for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very important.
Got to stay active.
And get ready. We encourage our seniors next April, the 25th, I believe it is, will be our county senior spelling bee. Anybody 60 and older can win that trip for next year.
Sounds like a great idea. And we have just a few seconds. Anything immediately coming up?
We have some senior bus trips. I mentioned a while ago we'll plan to go to New Orleans, but I think that one's probably going to be canceled.
Yeah, that's for next week. It's a good thing it wasn't planned for this
That's
week,
right.
like we said. Right. Well, and anybody, age-wise, how old can they participate?
Our program is age 60 and older.
Okay.
We have 15 senior centers throughout Coleman County. So I encourage people to use those centers. They're a place for fellowship and socialization and good meals too.
Very good. Thank you, Randall, for being here. We sure do
Enjoy
appreciate
it
it.
always.
All right.
And we have more Today on 2 coming up right after this.
Answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Moody. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Sweet Tater Festival will be taking place on Labor Day weekend, Saturday, the September the 2nd from 1 until 4, and Monday from 8 until 4. Admission is just $3, and it is located in the Crane Hill area. Country Dance Tuesday night at the VFW Post 2214 will be taking place, and that's tonight, of course, and that's starting at 7 o'clock, and it's just $5 per person. Hearing and Loss in You, that's a Lunch and Learn seminar, and Dr. Bruce Morgan will be presenting that on Thursday, August the 30th from 11:30 to 1. That's going to be located in the Colonel Coleman Room at CRMC, and it's brought to you by Women First and Senior Choice. Get Fit for Haiti, the proceeds to benefit projects of Haiti's Eden. That's going to take place on Saturday, September the 8th at Jan's Fitness Club. That's from 8 until 9:30 a.m. There'll be classes. You can stop by Jan's Fitness Club to get more information, but it'll help to benefit the people in Haiti. If you have a community billboard you want to email us, you can send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or you can Facebook us and be a friend on Channel 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast for today, partly cloudy and breezy this morning, becoming cloudy, although it's pretty overcast right now. 40% chance of rain this afternoon, high around 85. Cloudy tonight, 30% chance of rain, low near 70. Tomorrow is our best chance of rain, at least so far, until we decide where Isaac is going to go. Cloudy tomorrow, 50% chance of rain with a high around 86. And tomorrow, who do we have coming to see us?
Well, it looks like Kathy Scruggs is going to be here from the community concert. She's their new president. And then also Delitha Marchman from the Coleman County Parks and Rec is going to be here to talk to us about, I guess, Stony Lonesome RV Park. Or
right.
Well,
all of the county parks.
All those
I think she's going
parks.
to talk about what's going on at Smith Lake Park and so forth. And community concert season, the first concert's in September.
Wow.
So they'll be talking about the lineup for this coming year.
Okay.
That's our program for today. Remember, we stream live on the internet, channel2coleman.com. And, of course, all the programs are archived on YouTube. Go to the same website and you can see previous episodes, or you can watch today's program. If you missed Who Won the Birthday, you can watch that.
Right.
We've got it all on there.
Right.
Thank you for watching today on 2.
Have a great day.